Oh, hello, afternoon, good afternoon to my friends in the Facebook. We have a new subject today. It's called "Who Moved My Cheese" from the book the Spencer Johnson. This is a book that a lot of people have read already, and if you haven't read it, I would recommend that you can go and buy it. It won't take you too long to read it, but it's very, very interesting and on the new life that we have and the life of changes. And this will help you to see the environments and have conscience of what to expect in this life. This is very interesting. And before we go into more detail on who moved my cheese, we will talk about something of the real life. Mary Madrigal Calderon, hi, how are you doing? And if you find value, this is in the English part. If you want something in Spanish, we can have later, okay? And if you want to put your comments, I appreciate that one. And in the real life, we are living in a world where everything is changing, and if we don't change, the life will always going to be changes, and you don't want to be caught by surprise on the economy, for example. See, for example, if you want to live comfortable, that's what in the book said about cheese. If you want to live comfortable, then you have to program yourself, search for new venues so you can have something to live comfortable. But before that, we need to look for the real cheese, and that's what the book is about. For example, right now, if you want to live comfortable and in 5 years, see, people that has 65 years old, they need to have saved $194,226 just to keep it there, just to have it there. If you don't have it, then it's going to be hard to start to gains or save that kind of money. Ricardo Moncayo, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? Estamos en la sección de inglés ahora, ¿sí? Ponga sus comentarios y estamos siempre leyendo sus comentarios. Now, if you have that amount saved, $194,226 saved there, so you can live off from that amount of money. Let's see if they give you 4% of what you can live of that amount. Now, they're going to give you in a whole year $7,769 and per year, and then you divide that in a month. Will be every month they will give you $659 per month, and plus your social security. Let's say if they give you in the social 1,341. So let's total everything in 2,000. Then you have $2,000 to live off. In United States here is going to be hard to live with 2,000. In other countries you may be well off, you can be fine, right? But you need to have that amount of money already prepared for you to be living in a comfortable way. See, but what happened here? Social Security is not safe right now. A lot of people are not comfortable with what they get from the social if they don't have. Miriam Lowe, bienvenida, mija, ¿cómo estás? Ahora estamos en inglés ahorita. Priscilla Oliveira, welcome to the call. Now, if you have $2,000 saved for the rest of your life after you retire, then you can really, hola, ¿cómo estás? You can have a good life in other countries. Here in the United States, for example, just a rent will cost you here in Texas, around this area, will cost you 1,500 just to have a room there. But then you have to plan for your light, for your telephone, for your if you pay insurance, and what about your food, your gas, your car, everything. That is nothing. That will not give you a comfortable lifestyle. But if you're in New York, and an apartment will cost you around 2,000 or something 3,000. A lot of people get together just to live in one room, and they put like 10 people in one room just to pay the rent. Imagine when you were getting old, you cannot move, and you any noise would bother you. Those things you have to think before you get old, but doesn't matter. We're going to get old. And what happened in this book will teach us to be ready to smell the cheese. There's a 4 character in this story about who moved my cheese. Is very interested that in the beginning everybody was very comfortable. When you are comfortable, you like the cheese, everybody's happy. It's, for example, right now you're happy with your job. You have a job, they pay you very good, you're happy, you're comfortable, you don't want to move anything. And later on, in the book said, the cheese was getting older and fewer. That means less cheese, older cheese, and they were not aware of that was happening. They were just eating, enjoying. They think that nothing will happen. Life is so good. That when there is security, it's dangerous. When you trust in the security, it's dangerous. That's why this Juan Brazón, ¿cómo está? Ahorita estamos en la plática de inglés. Ya después vamos a hablar en español. When you depend on the security, this General MacArthur said, there's no security, but there's a lot of opportunity. And when there's opportunity, you can move on. We need to take advantage of the opportunity, because there's always opportunity in everywhere. We need to go and search for the opportunity. And these 4 characters in the books said 2 persons was very comfortable. They thought that they knew everything in the world. They were very smart, but they did not. They were not looking for a change, and they were depending on the cheese that they were enjoying. They were having fun, and whenever the cheese was getting scarce, that means less and less cheese, they were getting mad. Because what happened with the cheese? But they did not how to move. They didn't want to move. They were scared to move. They didn't want any change. But the other 2 characters was the 2 mice. They were looking around for more food, more cheese, and they were looking around, and they could adapt to the new change. When they adapted, they found the other chamber with more cheese, and they were enjoying the food earlier than these 2 characters that were comfortable. They didn't want to move. They were scared to move, until one guy, he decided to move. When he decided to move, he was scared first, and his companions, his friends said, "Hey, don't go. It's scary outside, and it's dangerous outside. So don't move. Don't go anywhere. Here we have to wait here, and we can work harder." So they were just working harder, and when it's working harder, we depend. For example, people that are working in a job, and they were getting paid less and less. What they would do, they say, okay, if they were paying me less, then I will find another job. They have 2 jobs. They were working almost 15 to 16 hours a day. Imagine that, because they are scared to move out of the system. and they were just working more because they wanted more money, because they want to feel secure. And that's this way of thinking of the people. People they have a need of security. That's the first needs that the human beings needs, and they need a security sense. They have to sense that they're secure. So but they don't want to move to another chamber. They don't want to move to another system. So they want to stay there, and they want to find food, find the cheese there. Doesn't matter if they have to work harder. And it was less and less. Now, one point here, when we see the system, how the system is going to be changing, let me talk about the automatization. The automatization is the artificial intelligence is coming, and you may think I am crazy, but really, if you see, all the machine is replacing the human beings. If you go to the cashier machines where they don't have a cashier person that charge you in a Walmart. And now in other countries, like for example China, they already replace the people to order McDonald's. They have a machine where you order everything is automated. You just push the buttons and your order is coming. So they save the salary of the person. If the persons come late, they don't have to worry. Machine doesn't come late. They don't complain. The woman doesn't have to have labors. No, they don't have to pay vacations. So all this money they're saving. What other automatization is happening? Sandra, Yvette, how are you doing? Welcome to the call. And then the Uber, those the taxis, they're going to get into automatization also. Now have you seen those machines that cook? Very soon a lot of chefs will be out of business because they have a machine that they can cook everything that you want to. You just put the recipe and you just put the machine will have everything measured. And now, for example, we as a dentist, we have a machine that can make the crowns, porcelain crowns, pristine, nice, beautiful, fit 100% better than from the lab. It takes only 1 hour to make it. Patient comes, they sit down, we prep, we take a picture, we send it to the machine mill it, we polish it, and cement it. One appointment, less than 2-3 hours. And before we have to prep it, temporize it, and send that impression to the lab. The lab take 2 weeks to bring it. If the crown doesn't fit, we have to send it back again. Patient have to miss 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of appointments. What happens? That's everything is money. Now you have saved a lot of money for the patients. A lot of times from getting out from work, and you also save a lot of money. That's what happened. It's happening everywhere. And manufacturers of metal, they were making everything now in metal, and everything fits precisely. What's that means? Machine is replacing the human being. Is scary? No, it's not scary. If you know how to change, you need to smell the cheese. If the cheese is getting older, that means it's getting less and less. We need to move and look for more cheese in another chamber. And that means what that means is that the system of corporations where you have to work for your own, for somebody else, for a check, for a business, is changing for a home business. You can employ yourself You can do it at home. You can do the social media the way everybody's doing it. A lot of people has a lot of good result right now. If you have good result and have is proven, and everybody's getting better lifestyle, you have better time, more time for you, for yourself, for your family. A woman can just work at home before you. The man can work, and wife stayed home, and they didn't have any income. Now the woman or the wife is retiring their husband by doing this kind of business. And this business is very easy. It's not hard, but is need to be learned, need to be follow the instructions how to do it, and you can get an income that can be equal or more than what you have. And when you retire, you can retire with a residual income, and you can retire with more freedom. A lot of people say what they love from this business is they have the freedom. They can get what they want. They have enough so they can give to more people. That's the main thing here. And this is people building people, where people are very, very happy with their own product. They're happy with the system. They're happy with the income. They're happy with the fellowship. I hope this can help you. And if you haven't read the book, Who Moved the Cheese from Spencer Johnson, go ahead and read it. I will recommend it, because this is a book that's talk about who moved the cheese, how they can find the cheese. And if you're comfortable, that means the cheese is getting less and less and less, and you are afraid to move. One thing of people not moving is because they're afraid to move. When you're afraid, for the change, that's what happens. That you always gonna get an excuse not to move. You will be comfortable, and later on, the cheese will not be enough for a whole family. Lupita, welcome to the call. Put some comments, and for the replay, I will encourage you to put some comments, and share if you find value on this call. Have a good day, and I will go into the Spanish call right now. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.